I started working at the TASIS England summer programs some years ago, and I really liked it so much that I applied for the winter program as well. The thing that impressed me the most was the great parents community. The families are very supportive, and many times they write a formal written recommendations to validate our work, and which makes the working environment here amazing.
TASIS is definitely one of those special schools that you find where it's truly international. There are students from over, I believe it's 52 nationalities, and it's not that you have one nationality that's a majority across the school. It really is diverse, and even amongst the teachers too. You're not going to come here and just find, I'm American, you're not just going to find American teachers. There are teachers from, I have colleagues who are from around the world, and also several colleagues who also have grown up overseas or have grown up with dual nationalities.
TASIS is a wonderful place to teach, and you can actually teach the class rather than managing the discipline. TASIS kids are self-motivated, hard-working learners, and the discipline in the class is outstanding. TASIS kids are from different backgrounds, international backgrounds, but they will still fit in together, and I'm just delighted to be in such a lovely school.
Hi, my name's Kieran McConville. I joined TASIS part-time in September 2020, and I became full-time in September 2021. I teach middle school drama and I teach upper school film studies. There's a lot to love about working at TASIS, and part of it is just the physical environment that we're in. We're in beautiful Surrey countryside with multiple acres of land around us, 2 fantastic manor houses and all of the buildings around, and it feels like a real privilege to be on campus. About working here is just the international element. I come to work and every day I learn something new. And it isn't that, of course that's true in any school, we learn from our students, but I think just working with classrooms full of so many cultures, so many languages, so many backgrounds, I think that's wonderful, actually, and it challenges me to approach my subject in a broader, more interesting way, and not to just be Anglo-centric. I think there's a really strong community in the faculty at TASIS, and that might be partly, and perhaps this is testament to the school, that so many teachers have their own children here. But there's a real sense of being welcomed. That part of our culture that's American at TASIS, I think, is also incredibly hospitable and open. I never feel like I can't go and ask someone advice, which is important for me. And in terms of the student body, it's been a fascinating couple of years to work here during the pandemic, to see how TASIS has so ably risen to that challenge of continuing and driving the education whilst ensuring the students' well-being. There's no question that our students are coming out of a difficult time, and for me, I think that's one of the reasons that I want to teach at the moment, is to help, whether they're middle school students in drama, developing their empathetic and social skills, or whether they're upper school students, really reflecting on a career after going through these lockdowns. The student body's at a point where I think they're excited to be back. I think they're really looking forward, and I think that they understand what they missed out on, actually, and they want to find it here at TASIS. Teachers at TASIS are really lucky. Although my background is not as a school teacher, I'm a theatre director and an acting coach. I've taught in many, many schools across the UK as an actor, as a director, as a writer. Here we're lucky to have small classes. I can't emphasise that enough. In core subjects, they are still small classes. In my subjects, in film, I'm able to really give the one-to-one care and attention that I want to, and make sure that every student has their own journey and I can support them on that journey. So in that respect, I think the classroom size is so different from what so many teachers experience. There's no question as well about our resources. In my subject, I've got really lovely equipment to work with on film. We've got our innovation studio, and that just has our whole inventory of good film equipment. We have the Fleming Theatre here, which is not, and I think many schools use their assembly hall or their gym hall. Ours is a bespoke theatre, and it's used as such, and it offers great flexibility and a real sense of performance and event. So most of all, I think we're lucky to have small classes and the chance to work with individual students. And then we're incredibly well resourced here as well.
I definitely recommend working at TASIS as it's a really good environment, really diverse, strong international community staff as well as the students here. And alongside that, we also have a really strong and knowledgeable senior management team who have an open door policy and make it a really nice place to work.
So for me, I've now worked at a few international schools around the world in some major cities, but what I would say is TASIS, in terms of location, is probably most perfectly placed out of all of them that I've worked in before. In terms of you get the best of both worlds in this location. We're only just outside of London. It's only a short train journey into the centre of London. And also, you know, not forgetting how perfectly placed we are to visit Europe. Heathrow is only 10-15 minute drive away. You know, if you wanted to go and visit, you know, any European destination on the weekend, it's very easy to do so. So to me, we couldn't be more perfectly placed in this location.